A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 25, verses 14 to 30. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. It's also like a man going off on an extended trip. He called his servants together and delegated responsibilities. To one, he gave $5,000, to another $2,000, to a third $1,000, depending on their abilities. Then he left. Right off, the first servant went to work and doubled his master's investment. The second did the same. But the man with the single $1,000 dug a hole and carefully buried his master's money. After a long absence, the master of those 3 servants came back and settled up with them. The one given $5,000 showed him how he had doubled his investment. The master commended him. "Good work. You did your job well. From now on, be my partner." The servant with the $2,000 showed how he had also doubled the master's investment. His master commended him. "Good work. You did your job well. From now on, be my partner." The servant given $1,000 said, "Master, I know you have high standards and hate careless ways, that you demand the best and make no allowances for error. I was afraid I might disappoint you, so I found a good hiding place and secured your money. Here it is, safe and sound, down to the last cent." The master was furious. "That's a terrible way to live. It's criminal to live cautiously like that. If you knew I was after the best, why did you do less than the least? The least you could have done would have been to invest the sum with the bankers, where at least I would have gotten a little interest. Take the $1,000 and give it to the one who risked the most, and get rid of this play it safe who won't go out on a limb. Throw him out into the utter darkness." The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning, I am Father Joseph Matthew, and this is Coffee with God. Let us now listen to a short reflection on the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 25, verses 14 to 30. Do not be afraid to take risks. Pope Francis draws a comparison between the parable of the talents and the lives of individuals, emphasizing that the parable's structure reflects the beginning, middle, and end of our lives. Everything begins with God's grace, who entrusts different talents to each of us, to each one according to his ability. The value of a single talent was substantial, equivalent to the income that could sustain an individual for a lifetime. Our beginnings aren't based on our own efforts, but on the grace of God, who bestows unique talents upon each of us. The life we have been gifted, the positive attributes we hold, and the everlasting beauty instilled in us by God's image, all these talents are the vast amount that God has entrusted to us, enough for our lifetime. It is common for us to focus on what we lack and express dissatisfaction with our current situation. We are so obsessed with the phrase, "if only." If only I had that job. If only I had that home. Or if only I didn't have this or that problem. This attitude hinders the ability to appreciate the positives in one's surroundings. Jesus praised the servants who were willing to take risks, referring to them as faithful. If goodness isn't put to use, it will be lost, much like the third servant who buried his talents. Being loyal to God involves giving up control of our lives and letting our plans to be disrupted by our obligation to serve. The third servant had said that he was afraid. Fear is a game of the devil, showing our lack of faith and trust in God. One who trusts God will not be afraid of taking risks.